Well, I wanted to show you what we got done at my friend's house. So he put the jack back on, and actually it wasn't missing a bolt. I said that wrong. It was a loose bolt that was just sticking up some, and it was allowing that to tilt back. So that is now fixed. And before, because it was tilting back, you had to loosen this on the bracket and move it out of the way, or you can see the handle was hitting the tank. Now it does not hit the tank. Well, I can't do it with the one hand with my left hand, but it doesn't hit the tank anymore because it's straight up in the right position. As far as the chains go, my friend cut them back to 3. I guess there's 4 links there. We found out like which one these fit in because some of them had a tighter fit than others. So this is what I have on the Cadet also. These are rated for 5,000 pounds. I got them on Amazon, and I will post the link below. They come with the hooks on them. They are heavy-duty steel wires or cables. So this is what I hooked to my car. And the way the Scamps work, there is a bolt there that's the chains are bolted on, and that it's up underneath. But I got on the Scamp group on Facebook, and that is how everybody's are. So this is a proven lock. Came with the camper. He gave me that. And what else did we do? Oh, this, I need to change this to a black zip tie, but this is the original plug. And if I had checked this at the campground, I would have known that this would work. This does work. The lights do work. I just hook it to my car with the adapter on it that doesn't have, all those extra wires. It's just a regular adapter. So that works. We tried to get this light working. Could not get that working. But it worked the night before last. My friend came out walking her dog and the light was on. And so she turned it off. And then last night it didn't work, but the one on the side did work. And this one on the side works today. So we're not really sure what's going on with there. There might be a loose wire or something. But the battery is holding the charge. It's charging because it's plugged into shore power, and it's holding the charge. So that's good. Still cannot get the shower pump to work. Don't know if I talked about that before, but inside here now is a switch right there, and that drains the water from the shower, and it takes it's a pump that takes it from the shower tub here back to the gray water holding tank, and that pump is not working. As you can see, I turn it on, there's nothing, there's no noise. So we think the pump may be bad and probably going to have to replace it. This came with the camper. It's toilet paper holder that keeps it dry. There's plastic there. So this keeps it dry while you're showering. And so really the only thing that's not working right now is this pump and the outside lights, which the other one is right here. And it is working. Oh, I can't see it from here, but it is working. We checked it. So that's what I'm doing today. Okay, we have gotten pretty much of the smell out. You can see I borrowed another ozone machine there, which is a lot bigger and stronger, and we have run it several times. So pretty much of the smell is out. Today I just took this mirror off. It was on the bathroom door here. And you can see it was held on with some very super strong Velcro. It was hard there's the piece I took off. It was hard to even get that off. But I'm going to paint this door today. And it's big and heavy, so I'm going to paint it where it's at. And I have to paint that piece down there. And I'm not sure about the trim around it. I'm probably going to paint that too, or it won't look right. Here is the ozone machine that we used. And like I said, we've run it several times. It runs up to 5 hours at a time. This is how the mirror was attached, which might not be real great because that just peels right off. That paper. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off. I am going to just get a decorative mirror and put it on here. Something so I can use to dry my hair and things like that. So that is the job for today. We got cushion covers, the cushion covers and the, or actually cushions, and the memory foam for the bed are out in the sun. This is my friend's house, and that is what I'm going to work on today. So those are going home. I'm going to wash the covers in cold water and trim them back. The foam inside is going to get trimmed back to make this, instead of 44 inches wide, it's going to be 28 or 30 inches wide. That'll create a little bench right there and right there. And you can see we still have stuff in here that the previous owner gave me. Just haven't taken everything out yet. But this is it. Today's a work day. This is what I'm going to use to cut the cushions. This is what I always use. I've used it on other campers. Just an old electric knife, and it works great. So if you have one, that will work to cut your foam, your memory foam, or any cushions that you have. Okay, excuse the mess in here. I am total work mode. So I'm getting ready to cut the cushion to make the bed more narrow. And I've got it marked where I want to do it. But what I want to show you is this cushion cover only has an opening at the end. And it's really, really tight to try to get that down there. So it was really hard. Two of them are like that. The ones that have the bent section on them. And this is not how I'd planned to do it. But I had to take the small section out that kind of bends around the curve there. I took that out and then just measured the distance. So I'm going to actually have two pieces for the little side bench here. And I only wanted one. But this will save me from, having to do this whole thing to get the whole thing off. Or maybe I should just do that. I don't know. It's going to be a bear to try to get it back on. So I'm just going to do it this way. But in my opinion, it should have a long zipper all the way down there like the other two do. But these two with the bent section only have a short zipper right there. Okay, I got the piece cut. So this is this piece. And I just want to show you, this is what I was talking about. So this one has two sections. This piece is outside. And then I have to add to it to get, I don't know, I'm at 15 or 16 inches wide for the benches. So that's the other piece. And I'll put some spray adhesive on them and stick them together. And then this will just be folded under. And it'll be under the bed. And another thing I noticed here, I wanted to tell you, this box was in this cabinet right here, the top one next to the shower. And it was upside down. I mean, it was right side up. Now it's upside down. And it's wet, as you can see. So it's supposed to rain tonight. And I've got paper towels in here so we can try to figure out where the leak is. There is a thing there that is for the pump that doesn't work. So there's not any water coming in here. If there is, it has to be from up there. So, or the side. But I think the box was right back in here. That's dirt on that paper towel. It's not water. So that is something we got to check when it rains. Alright, so this is how the bed will look. You can see I did cut the cushions just a little too short, but I think by the time I get my bedding on there, it'll be just fine. Otherwise, if it's not, we'll cut the table back some. But this is how the cushion will look. That is one that was an extra for the cadet that I wasn't using. So they're all cut. I have to make a cover for this one from the curtain material. The cadet had more windows, so I do have extra fabric that I can use. And then these are the pieces that I cut off that I need to store at home. And so right now I am going to put a second coat of paint all around here. The door is outside. It's already got its second coat, so this is all I have to do. And then I'm going to go home and start sewing. Okay, 3 days before the camping trip. We've got this stuff out, getting aired out in the sunshine. All the cushions, except the ones that are really hard to get off. And let's go see what's going on in here. I just got here, and my friend already had it opened and airing out. So today is deep cleaning day. I'm taking everything out and wiping it all down with Lysol wipes. Got this fan going, pulling air out, so it pulls it in through the windows. And there's our trusty machine. It's helping. It doesn't smell to me right now. So I've got the cabinet doors in my car. I'm going to be putting them back on today. I've got 2 curtains ready. This one and this one. And the one for that window is home. And I just got a whiff of the mothballs. So they're not gone yet. Alright, so let's see what we can get done today. This has stayed dry, even though we had a heavy rain. So I don't know how that box got wet. And that right there is Miss Pepper. Pepper! Pepper! This is Pepper. She is Yorkie and Poodle. And she is, my friend said she thinks she's about 10 years old. Okay, it's quitting time. I am going to show you what we got done today. You can see I have that curtain up and that curtain up. The cabinet doors are back on. Let me step back. Alright, so this is the area where my feet are going to go, and then there'll be a bench on each side. I am going to get some carpet for there, but for now I have a throw rug, and then another one that will go down here. So that is today's work. It's time for us to be done. I do need to clean up some paint that got on the hinge there. And then here you can see the bathroom. Sorry, toilet's open because I cleaned it. So that's all clean. That's the step I will have to step up on to use the toilet. So that's all good. That's it for today. I will see you on the next video. Bye. Okay, everybody, it's time for the big reveal. Let's see how we transformed it. So the outside still needs work, but the inside is looking so much better. Look at this. If you remember what this looked like, I'll insert a picture. So I cut the bed back to 28 inches, and all of this is with my friend Lois's help. So we cut the bed back to 28 inches. We cut the memory foam back. This right here is part of the cushions, and that has the memory foam on top of it also, so that would be the same height as that part. The curtains came from my Cadet. My little cross stitch I saved from my Cadet. And then over this way, we have more of the curtains. The pillows are also from the Cadet. It's a cute little sign that I won at bingo one time. And my battery operated lantern. And I may put a hook up here to hold the lantern. Works as a good night light. And this is another little cross stitch that I did for the Cadet. And since the colors are the same, everything matches in here. I do still want to do something with this, and I forgot the cover for the stove is outside. I painted it, but it still needs another coat. So here's another look. I'm super happy with it. It just looks so cute and cozy. And I'll show you around the other side. Oh, so here now, see, I can step up because that step is there. I'll still be putting some carpet on here. But I can step up, and then I have a place to sit down and eat or sew or whatever. And there's the look at the other side. I still need to paint the trim there around the door. But other than that, and probably adding a few more decorations, this is done. And I am super happy with it. Tell me in the comments what you think. Do you like it? See you on the next one. Bye.